Drawing faces. Let's start with this. Do you see a picture not painted by a man? Is it the first, the second, the third, or maybe the last position? Do you know that? Okay, jot that down, please. Jot something down, meaning to write something quickly. I hope you did it. Each time you scroll through social media, you are exposed to thousands of faces. Some familiar, some not. Sometimes our brain is hardwired to see images of faces in everyday items. Neuroscientist Professor David Alice and colleagues have now discovered why we can give those faces an emotional value. Until now, scientists haven't understood exactly what the brain is doing when it processes visual signals and interprets them as a representation of the human face. From an evolutionary perspective, it seems that the benefit of never missing a face far outweighs the errors where inanimate objects are seen as faces, said Professor David Alice, lead author of the study from the School of Psychology. The brain has evolved specialized neural mechanism to rapidly detect faces, and it exploits the common facial structure as a shortcut for rapid detection. Face pareidolia is the common experience of seeing faces in the moon, in clouds, or even in a lake seen from space. Pareidolia faces are not discarded as false detections, but undergo facial expression analysis in the same way as real faces. Not only do we imagine faces, we analyze them and give them emotional attributes. When objects look compellingly face-like, it's more than an interpretation. They really are drawing your brain's face detection network, and that scowl or smile, that's your brain's facial expression system at work. For the brain, fake or real faces are all processed the same way. Let's explore this subject deeper if you want, and it's linked to research article A Shared Mechanism for Facial Expression in Human Faces and Face Pareidolia, published in July 2021. Drawing someone's portrait without drawing their face? Is it possible? Don't ask me to teach how to draw a face. Today, with me, Andrew Loomis and his workbook for beginners. Book originally printed in 1943. This book is a new print from 2011. Andrew Loomis really understood the power of straightforward illustrative communication. An energetic, popular advertising and story illustrator, Loomis also authored a number of the landmark arc technique texts. In his creative illustration, he writes, "It can be taken as a sound rule that the simpler the presentation of a subject, the better it will be pictorially. This is the secret of good advertising material or any subjects seeking to command attention. Art cannot depend upon copy," he said. "It must tell its own story." Our thoughts, our emotions and attitudes, even the kind of lives we live, register in our faces. The mobility of the flesh, that is the power of expression, adds more than mere identity. Let us give more than casual attention to the endless procession of faces moving in and out of our consciousness. Setting aside the psychological and emotional phases of expression, we can express in simple language the basic technical reasons for the smile, the frown, and all the variations that we call facial expression. Let me say at the beginning that to draw a head effectively is not a matter of soul searching or mind reading. It's primarily a matter of interpreting form correctly in its proportion, perspective, and lighting. All other qualities enter the drawing as a result of the way that form is interpreted. If the artist gets that right, the soul of character is revealed. As artists, we only see, analyze, and set down. A pair of eyes, drawn constructively and in correct values, will appear to be alive because of craftsmanship, not because of the artist's ability to read the sitter soul. You should know anatomy of the head. The portrayal of character must come from specific analysis and from understanding the general anatomy of the head. Aside from technical knowledge, the artist must have a certain reverence for the beauty of the construction of the head, the qualities of its forms that give it individuality, plus a desire for beauty of craftsmanship in the rendering. He should strive never to let his technique become a routine formula by which all heads are done in the same manner. Let him experiment constantly with the expression of his basic knowledge. Some heads can be done best by suggestion, others by complete detail and fidelity to life. Some will be more interesting if rendered in line, others by tonal suggestion. To vary your technical style is not easy, neither is keeping your thinking varied. A great deal of practice and experiment is required. Of course, in the modern age, drawing and painting made easy with a digital helping hand. For a start, have fun. Can a neural network learn to recognize doodling? I did it. Let's draw. And now, what is the answer to my question? Number 3. Number 3, painted by a live person. Thank you so much. Take care and try to draw something by yourself.